G'day, Grievers. I'm a tiny bit excited. I've just picked up these. They're an awesome green, and they're prescription sunnies. And I've never owned prescription sunglasses. And you guys know, on the occasion we go for a little live drive, I'm competing with not being able to read my screen and the glare of the sun. Oh my God, I can read the screen. Just the little StreamYard summary. These are my other new glasses. They're a navy blue, and I love them very much. I feel like a new woman. So I'm going to do a test drive. I want to see what it's like to drive live in prescription sunnies, because I've got blue eyes. They always get a bit, look at that jet ski in front of me, bloody bogans of the ocean jet skis. Can't stand them. But yeah, I always have to compete with, if I go live, I'm going to have to wear my glasses, but then I'm going to have to deal with the glare. Or it's too glary, I just have to wear my glasses and drive. But I am now wearing prescription sunnies, my first ever pair. I feel like a grown-up. Hello, hovering people. Say hello. Blissful. Yay. Hi. So I had a gorgeous lunch. My sister-in-law's parents, who live in Western Australia, are visiting, and Nikki moved to Australia to to be with my brother. This is such a tight park. I'll go this way. My brother dragged this gorgeous young English girl back to Tasmania with him, and they've been married for, I don't know, 20 years, maybe 21 years, something like that. I'm going to take you through the back car park of Carl's Supermarket, Blissful. I can't believe this. I've got sunnies on, so I'm not squinting from the glare, and I can read the screen. Oh, my God. Oh, happy day. Who doesn't love getting near glasses if you wear glasses? It's so exciting. Mind you, there was a pair that I was umming and ahhing about, and I didn't end up getting them, and then want me. No, they won't. Yeah, so it's a little mini road trip. We'll just drive down to the beach. And so, yeah, Nikki moved out from England to be with Will, and then her parents visited several times, and then they left England and moved to Western Australia. There's a really big English population in Western Australia. And a couple of years after that, Nikki's sister moved out too, but she's also in Western Australia. But Paul and Bonnie are down visiting, and Nikki had taken them up the East Coast, and they popped in for lunch on the way through, and it was lovely. It's the first time they've been to my house, and they really loved it. So it was lush. And then I'd got a text message yesterday saying my new glasses had arrived. I was like, well, better go to the little smoke and pick up my new shades. I've never tried contacts before, and I can't believe I can read the screen. I mean, it's a little bit. The sun's behind clouds at the moment, but the glare is sort of on my phone. That's the only thing. It's not as light, the camera. I mean, my phone. I'm just wondering if it's because it's an overcast day, or if my phone's already overheating because it's a snowflake. I mean, this phone overheats in the middle of winter, like lame. But I've got the aircon on the windscreen, so I'm hoping, and window down, I'm hoping it doesn't. But yeah, I've never tried contacts. And I mean, my optometrist, if you can type in capitals, that will still help me. Like even when I wear my normal glasses that aren't prescription sunnies, I still need capitals. That sounds like a nice time, nothing like that. Yeah, it was. It was beautiful. So as I would read that just then while I was stopped at the roundabout. So it's part of my test drive. I still need capitals at the time. I mean, of course I do. I need them when I'm wearing my other glasses. But yeah, but contacts have never been suggested to me, and I think it's because I really only need my glasses for reading, working on a computer, cooking, all that sort of stuff. Like they're more than readers; they're proper prescription ones. But these ones, um, the bit where I'm looking straight ahead right now, there's nothing in that part of the lens because I've actually got. I'm one of the few people that has actually got 20/20 vision. My optometrist thinks I'm a freak of nature. She's like, "You've got better eyesight than a 12-year-old." But also, 20/20 vision is actually quite. It's not like hen's teeth rare, but it's rare. So there's no point in me having contacts because the main bit that you look through, I don't need glasses for that bit anyway. My script kind of is a circle around the outside of a blank circle. But I also need glasses that I don't like taking glasses on and off. Like put them on, I want them to be nice and tight. And the problem with my other glasses that I only got a year ago, both of them loose. Well, one pair in particular loosened really quickly. The other ones are still pretty good, but they're a really fine frame, and my hair it doesn't get caught in them a lot, but it does get caught in them sometimes, and that drives me insane. So I've gone for two chunky frames, and they're both really tight. But yeah, I don't like taking glasses on and off because I think they get really smudgy, and I like having immaculate lenses. So I need ones that I can, be working, but then I can go around to the kitchen and make a cuppa and just not have to take them off. So that's what my script is. It's like a multifocal, apparently. I can't read your comments, Blissful, because they're in lowercase. I'll have to, like while I'm on the highway, I'll have to scroll back up when I'm down at the talking spot because, yeah, I have to I'd have to lean right up to where my phone is, even if I had just my normal glasses on. I'm not very good with lowercase in chat, but I'm not ignoring whatever you're saying. I'll just have to have a read when I get to my destination. See, I read that. You forgot you need Scout to remind you, but I reminded everyone like 5 minutes ago. Where have you been? So it was really good to see Bonnie and Paul. They're such beautiful people, and they loved the house, and they loved meeting Sunny. And Nikki always loved seeing Sunny. Auntie Nikki and Sunny are very close, so it was really lovely. And we ate. I was going to cook a big lunch, and they were like, "No, we're going to come a bit earlier, so let's just do like a late morning tea." But I did like a lot of sweet stuff and a lot of savoury stuff. So we kind of ended up having lunch anyway. We just filled up on cheese and fruits and cherry tomatoes and yogurt balls and lavash. And then I made a batch of peanut butter cookies, and I bought some Danishes from the local pastry shop. And it was yummy, and we drank lots of tea because that's what you do when you hang out with English people. You've got sieve brain? I'm glad everyone in my life's catching up. I've always been a sieve brain. My catchphrase my whole life has been, I'm living proof that not all bimbos are blonde. It's great that some of my friends are starting to become sieve brains. I haven't heard sieve brain before. I'm going to use that. I'll credit you, Blissful. As my friend Blissful says, my friend Blissful in Texas says, I got sieve brain. Oh, it was really yummy. But I taunted them because I was going to make, and now I'm going to make it for dinner. Although I'm going to make it for dinner tomorrow night because I've got some chili con carne left to eat. But, oh shit. Remind me to stop at Hill Street and get sour cream and corn chips for my chili con carne. That's what I'm having for dinner. Yum, yum, yum. But I was gonna make pan fried gnocchi with bacon, baby peas, asparagus, mushrooms, cream, and after you cook the gnocchi, like pan fried in the bacon, fat, and butter. So it gets a crunchy shell, and then all this yummy sauce. And then when you serve it up, you put lots of freshly grated parmesan and baby spinach on the top of it. So you don't need to do a salad with it. It's sort of got mountains of veggies in it, but also salad on top. And I was just going to get a yummy, crunchy sourdough loaf of bread. Or the other thing that today I decided on the gnocchi, but the other thing I was going to make was an oven-baked green Thai chicken curry that actually bakes with the rice as well, and it's so good. And about 10 minutes before it's done, you put a heap of cherry tomatoes on top of it, and they get all poppy and yummy. And yeah, do you know what? I buy gnocchi now because there's a brand that I can get here that's fresh and it's beautiful. And the gnocchi that I make just doesn't compare. And I've tried so many different gnocchi recipes. And I just don't have the Italian touch. So I actually buy the gnocchi because it's fresh and it's delicious. And it pan fries really well. Plus they do a baby gnocchi, which is what I have got in the fridge, and I'll use it tomorrow because I kind of like the baby ones. You get more bang for your buck, but they're really yummy. And we've even got like a cryovac packet gnocchi that's really good too, and it's better than I've made lots of ricotta gnocchis and that somebody else makes a better version of what you're trying to make. I'm like that with phyllo pastry. I will never make phyllo pastry again. Because it's fucking hard, and B, it's super easy to buy a packet of it and just chuck it in your freezer. Teach you how to make curry. Oh, well, there's a lot of curry recipes on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, which is like my cooking archive channel. So everything that I've cooked on any of my channels also gets archived over on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, and it's SHXTTY because I couldn't have shitty. YouTube wouldn't let me have shitty in my name. Although I noticed today someone's got the cunt word in their name, and I'm like, wow, YouTube didn't let me have shitty, and we can't have bad shit either. That's why we have an exclamation mark in bad shit. I just went, well, have I? I've eaten it. I can't remember if I've made it or not. But yeah, gnocchi is something, any pasta really. I mean, I can make pasta. I actually got rid of my pasta making machine because as easy as it was to, well, it wasn't actually that easy, but Some of it was. We've got these amazing Italian groceries with freshly made pasta, whatever sort of pasta you want. And you can buy as much or as little as you need. And you don't have to clean up your bench and have flour stuck everywhere for weeks on end. There's just some things I'm happier to just buy it. I make my own curry powders, but there's now a really great local curry powder place and curry paste place, and it's the stuff that they make is authentic, and it's way better than mine. And mine's pretty good, but I don't have that Indian Sri Lankan magic touch. All right, let's have a look at our spot. Oh, isn't it pretty? So pretty. Yeah, I think there's quite a few curry recipes on there because I make a lot of curries. And in fact, I think, have I made the Thai chicken baked one? Because if that is on there, and I've got good playlists, and I'm pretty sure there's a curries playlist. But if the baked Thai chicken one is on there, do that one. It is so good because it all goes in one baking dish, including the rice, and you chuck it in the oven, and about, like I said, 10 minutes before it's done, you throw a punnet of cherry tomatoes on top of it. Oh, it's so good. But if it's not on there, it's my go-to for if people say, oh, we're going to drop in for dinner or lunch. Like, usually I've got most of the ingredients. I've always got some chicken in the freezer. I've always got coconut milk or cream or both in my pantry. But I might have to pop out and get a stick of lemongrass, and I've usually got cherry tomatoes because I eat cherry tomatoes like people eat potato chips. They're my snack food. Yeah, it's a one pot and it's so good. And it's one of those ones too, if somebody says to you, can you bring a dish? Like, ladies bring a plate kind of thing. If you take it to any party where everyone rocks up with a dish, it will get completely eaten. Like, there will not be any leftovers. It's that good. But yeah, it should be on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. I've got a feeling I have made it, but if I haven't, I will. I just need to find a murder, a crime story involving a curry, and I'll make it when I do that, because I'm starting to make some videos for my Law of Crime and Cooking channel, because what I'm going to be doing is talking about crimes involving food, and some of them I'll be cooking along, like whatever happens with this mushroom story, I will be making a beef Wellington at some point. But yeah, if I've got a murder involving some curry or some chicken, and what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually going to make the video first that tells the whole story, and it'll be like its own standalone video. But then what I'm going to do is go live, and I'm going to play the story, the video at the start, and then open up the panel and look at the chat, and we can all talk about it. Beef Wellington is amazing until it kills 3 guests that you invite over for lunch. There's no updates on the mushroom death story yet, but except for yesterday, one of the tabloids reporting that some of Erin's former friends, ex-friends, told a very tabloidy publication in Australia that she's heavily into true crime. And I predict that all the true crimers are going to get very excited about that. They're going to get, I said it on my live last night, they're going to get moist panties over it. We don't say panties in Australia, but I just did. They're the 2 words I like the least in the English language, moist and panties, and put them together, even worse. But yeah, I'm predicting all of the channels like Grizzly True Crime and Stephanie Harlow, who've been very sensationalistic with this story, they're going to be like, oh my God, and she's into true crime. One of us. One of us. Who needs friends when you've got enemies like that? Poor girl. And I was saying to everyone last night, like, so many of us met through true crime on YouTube. If any one of us has a suspicious death or something goes terribly wrong, and then the next friend comes out and says, oh, they were heavily into true crime, we're all fucked. Because the way it was reported yesterday, it was like, see, she did it. She's into true crime. Guilty as charged. Oh, wait, she hasn't been charged yet. I'm actually hoping she's not, because I've got a game I want to sort of play where we're going to look at how many channels who've pretty much got it already convicted apologise for getting it wrong. I know, imagine our search histories. I've said that to so many people, like, yeah, we'd all be screwed just on those. But then now, if people know you're into true crime and then there's a weird unexplained death in your family, they're all going to be pointing their fingers at you. Because the way the paper was reporting it, it was like, aha, the final missing piece of the puzzle. She was into true crime. She studied how to commit the perfect murder. Unbelievable. But yeah, I hope she is innocent, because I want to do a show where we go all over the interwebs and look at all the creators who covered it and see how many of them offer an apology. And they won't. They'll be like, oh, oops, my bad, got it wrong. Next person to victimise, where are they? I'm very excited about my prescription sunnies. They work. There'd be no glare, and I can read the chat I can read the chat in lowercase now because I'm stopped, but do you know what's really exciting me about these prescription sunnies is that I can take a book to the beach and I can read my book whilst having my eyeballs protected from the glare of the sun. That's pretty cool. We might go around to the surf beach. No, I don't think any of them will. They just go, oh, I got it wrong. I mean, Grey Hughes apologised for implying Hoodie Guy was responsible for the Idaho 4 murders, but I was appalled that he even entertained that. It was so unlike him to become so speculative based on unverified information. And yeah, he couldn't get over the fact he'd even gone that way with his coverage of it. It was bizarre, because usually he's a stickler for the facts. But most of them will just do the, oops, my bad, got it wrong. These glasses are quite funky and they're a really cool green. I always have green sunnies. I don't know what that's about because I don't wear a lot of green. But I just feel they go well with nearly every colour. Whereas I was surprised too, Bliss, but I just wasn't. You know, the second video that came out with them all walking and they were talking about Adam. Like, he was so obsessed with that. And it's like, it means nothing. It's just people leaving a bar to go and get some food. Green is a fun colour to accessorise with. These ones are darker than my other pair of sunnies that are green that aren't prescription. They've got scratch lenses, but I still love them. They're very 70s, and I still wear them of a lighter olive, whereas these are kind of like a dark olive green. But I wear a lot of black and a lot of navy blue and green, and I wear, like in winter, I've got a grey coat, and I love green sunnies with a grey coat. I mean, I don't own like any green jewelry or a green handbag, or I don't have green scarves and beanies, although I would love to get some because I think in winter. Yeah, I love 70s style, and they're really big square ones, and they're good. Everyone comments on them like they're very funky. But these prescription ones are quite funky too. They're probably not 70s, they're more 60s, I think, but like they're like a chubby cat's eye, if that makes sense. I love all the green jumpers. I just haven't found one yet that I've bought. But I do love a green knit, absolutely. But I'm so excited. Getting new glasses makes you feel. They're little round pom-poms with feet. They're the cutest little baby birds. They grow up to be absolute arsehole birds, but their babies are just... I did see... I can't believe no one else said hi. Not that I mind hanging out just with you, Blissful, but isn't it odd? People have been popping in, but they don't even speak. I guess I'm not talking drama. It's so fickle, YouTube. It pisses me off. Like, the second I start talking drama, word gets out, and suddenly there's 30 people watching. I'm just chattering away on this channel. But do a bit of drama. The Australian commercial drama channel, it's not even 3 weeks old yet, and it's nearly got 100 subs. I mean, it's not hard to work out what people on YouTube want. And my little crime and cooking channel's growing too, which is awesome, but it's not growing at the rate the Kramer one is. Peeps want the drama. Okay, here we are at the beach. You wear cat's eyes? I can't wear like proper, narrow, traditional cat's eyes. When I say these are like fat cat's eyes, I'll show them to you. They're quite a big frame, but they sort of have the cat's eye pointy thing at the top. I don't know what era they belong to. They sort of could be a bit 70s. They're kind of oversized. They're really cool. Oh no, the Kramer channel's fun because I still, even on there, I'm still pretty responsible, and I'm not just going to react to people and rip their looks to shreds, because as far as I'm concerned, anyone who goes on YouTube and cams up, good on them, you know, like I will never just go live and make fun of somebody's looks. I might throw in a cheeky one-liner about something, but it's not. But if someone's being irresponsible and reckless on YouTube, you bet I'm talking about it. I've watched it for 5 years and I've talked about it, but now that it's on a dedicated channel, it feels better because I can still get on with doing my proper crime stuff on the other one. But I've now got a channel where if I just feel like having some fun and, you know, showing AD going to the loo and things like that. They are gorgeous, and my new glasses. The only thing I'm really upset about, both of my pairs are the brand Longchamp. They have the ugliest cases. They are poo brown. I'll show you. The cases are this really ugly brown colour. I was so upset when I saw her. bring out the cases, I was like, oh no. Um, but these are the new readers. They're just a chunky navy blue, and they've got quite a cute little tortoise-shelly detail on the side. They're very pretty. I like it, and they're chunky. Been hanging out in the music community and book community a lot lately. I like the music reaction channels. Haven't hung out in any book communities. I've got a car full of really cool stuff. Oh, you've got a pair like that in tortoise. Nice. Yeah, they've got little tiny tortoiseshell bits on the side, but the rest of them is a blue. But yeah, I nearly ended up buying a third pair today, but I was slightly disappointed because I was a bit obsessed with them, but they're a reader with a clip-on sunglass as well, so you can kind of just pull the front bit off. And they were a hexagonal shape, and they were really bright blue, pale bright blue. They were gorgeous. And I kept thinking, just get them on Afterpay. But they've gone. So the universe decided I didn't need them. And I don't. It's not economically smart, but I'm a bit obsessed with glasses. I do like getting my new specs. Of all the sort of health things that you have to do, that's my favourite, is getting my eye test and getting new glasses. Yeah, the view sucks. I'm sorry about that. Oh, sorry, it's Scott. Yay! My goal was to not end the live until somebody else other than Blissful said something, because it's been one of those lives with people popping in and watching but not speaking, and that always weirds me out a little bit. It's only a little test drive for my glasses. You're obsessed with boots. Yes, I've got my knee-high tan boots on at the moment, but yes, I am too. I've got more boots than shoes. In fact, I had to start thinking it now that the weather's getting nice and we're in spring now and heading to summer, that I'm going to need to dig out my work shoes and stuff. And it's like, just boots are just so easy. But yeah, I have got some nice summery work shoes, but it's weird when you sort of have to start pulling all that kind of stuff out that you haven't. And I was like, fuck, what did I wear on my feet last summer? And as soon as I opened my little shoe trunk, I found them. I'm like, yeah, of course I wore these, but I'm going to get off because I've got to clean up the lunch stuff. Most of it's done, but a little bit of dishwashing to do. Because I had people for lunch, I had to pull all of my YouTube stuff apart. I've got to put that all back together. I've got a few admin-y sort of life jobby things to do, and then I've got some fun stuff to do. And then tonight, I'm going to make the pan-fried gnocchi. Yum! And then Finn and I will be live on Batshit at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is when you guys will be asleep. Except for Cement Shoes. He seems to always be awake. You believe your kitchen grows dishes. You know, I've never owned a dishwasher. I lived in one rental property that had a dishwasher, but it was so old that I just thought whatever went in there was going to end up dirtier than when it went in. I mean, it wasn't like the dishwasher itself looked perfectly okay, but it was just like old. And yeah, I've always been my dishwasher. But the way my kitchen is, for me to put a dishwasher in now, like, I have to completely pull apart some of the joinery, and I just don't want to, especially now that I'm going to do my bathroom. You use your dishwasher for storage. I know a few people who do that. Or people are coming over suddenly and they just chuck it all in the dishwasher. All the dishes on the sink, they're like, chuck them in the dishwasher. It's been a long day. I went to the gym this morning. A friend of mine's gone to New Zealand. So I went over and met her brother and sister-in-law who are house sitting for her for the next couple of weeks while she's away. And then I did a lot of housework to get the house all squeaky clean for the visitors, and then baked some cookies and went and got some stuff for lunch. And then Bonnie and Paul and Nikki arrived and they were with me for a couple of hours. And then I went and got my new glasses. I might have to go home and have a little disco nap, I think. It's my day off. I mean, it's nice to have a little nap in the middle of the day, right? What are you groovers doing this evening? How late is it? Are you starting to wind down for the day, or are you still in party time? What time is it where you are? It's 2 p.m. here on Wednesday afternoon. You're in the middle of your autumn deep clean. You do an autumn deep clean. Nice. We're all about spring cleaning here, but I love sorting out my house all year round. I love pottering at home. I bought a new pot today too to put on the deck or the landing at my front door. I've got this gorgeous daisy to go in that needs to go into a pot, and it's super pretty and covered in flowers at the moment. And I keep looking for pots and I haven't found one that I liked. And then I found one today and it's the perfect size and shape and it's white and it's just going to look gorgeous because the daisies are white as well. You're going to go to my cooking channel for cooking classes. There's some good stuff on the Chitty Kitty Kitchen. I just need to spend some time editing because some of them we end up chatting and we start talking about crime and all kinds of stuff. And as just a standard cooking channel, it really should just be cooking. But when I start doing the murder cooking stuff, that's going to be fun. But yeah, see if you can find some curry recipes over there. There's definitely curry recipes on there. And if the baked Thai chicken curry isn't on there, I will make a note to make that very soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, Blissful, and for the compliments about my new glasses. I'm loving them. I feel like a grown-up. I've got prescription sunglasses. Look out. And I'll see you again very soon. Signing off from this hideous place. I'm sorry about the view. I'll do my best to find something better for you to look at next time. Get rid of that water and beach and surfers and that beautiful sky. And it was fun. Really appreciate you hanging out. And I'll see you very soon.